Hey, welcome to the Drayway. I am your host, Drayton Nay. I am very glad you are here. We have a different type of show today, but I think you're going to have a lot of fun along the way. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You really should be subscribing to this show. The Drayway is a show that takes place every single day, and we talk about a little bit of everything. A little bit of fitness, a little bit of business, a little bit of politics. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about everything. So I'm glad you're here. Let's get the show started. Let's go! Hey, welcome to the Drayway. This has been a very challenging time for everybody. And it's been a very challenging time because it's just unsettled. And we're starting to see the beginnings of what could just absolutely unravel our economy. And Donald Trump really hasn't helped the situation. But it's not okay just to sit here day after day and go, okay, the administration is terrible. It's now time to sit back and go, okay, how can we take advantage of this situation? How can, being that we're going to have to deal with this man being president for the next 3.5 years, what can we do to take advantage of the situation? Because he's chaos. We all know he's chaos. And when things in the investment world are chaotic, yeah, they have a tendency to go down. And that's why I'm kind of talking to you guys about this is an opportunity. And I talked about this yesterday, and some of you have already taken advantage of it because I told you, that I do my investing through my stash account. If you don't have a stash account, I'm going to say this one more time. Just let me know and say, Drayton, send me the link. I'll send you the link. And the reason I'm going to send you my link is because when you open your stash account and you fund it, you're going to get an extra $30 bonus. So why not start off your account with a $30 bonus, right? So just simply say, send me the link, and I will personally send you the link because I want everyone to have a trading account, and Stash makes it really, really easy. Nobody's dumber at using technology than me. But if I can figure out Stash, so can you, okay? So where I think the opportunities are right now, because if you've been following this channel, I've been talking about gold, and gold, because yeah, when things are unsettled, prices in gold tend to go much higher. And when you have a president like this that is very unsettled, yeah, you can count on gold continuing to go up. Because what people aren't talking about is when things are so unsettled, typically things that do really well, like the 30-year Treasury, when things are so unsettled in America, do you really want American paper or do you want gold? Because I can tell you with a certain amount of certainty, if we don't get out of these tariffs in the next few weeks, you're going to be looking at a 10-year yield that very well could be at 5%. Yeah, that would put a 5% 30-year yield would put interest rates for mortgages at over 8%. Yeah. And what would that do to the real estate market? Yeah, it would completely crash the real estate market. Interest rates over 8%? Yeah, no one can buy. But speaking of real estate, what people aren't even telling you is thousands and thousands and thousands of people are backing out. And some people aren't even able to qualify. So what you're seeing in real estate over the next few months is just, especially in Florida and Texas, you're seeing a complete collapse. In Denver is in big trouble. Phoenix is in big trouble. There's lots of areas that are in big, big trouble. And if these yields go up where I think they're going to go just over the next few weeks, if we're looking at a 5% 30-year, 10-year Treasury note, the real estate market is toast. And with real estate just sitting there, just laying there, month after month after month after month. I keep talking about Lee County because Lee County in Florida only has 800,000 people. That's it. Vegas, for example, we have 2.5 million and we have 9,000 homes for sale. Yeah, 2.5 million people, 9,000 homes for sale. Lee County in Florida has 800,000 people, okay? They have over 24,000 homes for sale. So how do you think things are going in Florida? Yeah, things are going very, very poorly. But I just kind of want you to get ready, get set, because there are opportunities. And the easiest opportunities are, because there are great companies in America. Costco is a great company. Netflix is a great company. NVIDIA is a great company. Microsoft is a great company. Oxy Petroleum, great company. There's the Wind. There's a lot of great companies out there that are going to do well when America's doing well. When we're under this burden of senseless tariffs, they're going to struggle a little bit. But that's going to cause them to go on sale. When you can buy great companies, when you can buy anything, a great car, a great house, a great anything, when you can buy it on a discounted deal, doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that sound like the thing to do? So that's why at this time, you'll notice I'm talking about it a lot, and I'm talking about it a lot for a reason, because I could sit here and do the show all day long and go, no, things are terrible. Things are awful. The president sucks. You know, it's corrupt. It's terrible. It's this, it's that. I could do that. But that wouldn't be very good for you or me. How do you and I benefit from me just complaining about the administration day after day after day? We have to be proactive and say, okay, it's going to be miserable, but how do we take advantage of miserable? Well, you can certainly do it in the stock market, because there are going to be great companies that go on sale. And sales don't last forever. You know, I was a stockbroker in 1987 when the stock market went zoom. And one day it just absolutely, but that was a buying opportunity. And I learned that from a woman named Barb, who was in the office, and she said, Drayton, were these great companies yesterday? I said, yeah. And she goes, why aren't they great companies today? They just went down. They're just on sale. So let's buy. So we were buying into the crash. You know, at the end of the day, we bought a lot of stocks that had just got done cratering because they were on sale. So that is what I want you to think about as you watch the Drayway from now on. We're going to be talking a lot about taking advantage of what, you know, when given lemons, make lemonade, right? And that's what we're going to try to do on this show. This administration's giving us a bunch of lemons, and we're going to try to make lemonade. And I hope you join us for the adventure, because it's the Drayway, and we're going to do everything we can to help you have a better day. So please hit the subscribe button. Don't go anywhere. More Drayway to come. I want you to pay attention over the next few weeks. And I want you to really notice how many workers lose their jobs and how many companies shut their doors. If you do a Google search, just in the last few days, you'll notice there's several companies across the country that have just closed their doors. And the longer this tariff thing goes on with China, the more and more you will see of that. And I kind of just want you to be on the watch for it, because this whole tariff thing over the next few weeks is going to be really telling as to how much, because I don't believe this can go on much longer. I don't believe, I have to believe that right now at this point, people are in Trump's ear saying, we got to find an exit strategy here. We got to figure out how to get out of this, because there is no sitting back and letting this work its way over the next 6 months to a year to 2 years. Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not something we can do. We're literally looking at crashing our economy over the next 3 or 4 weeks. And that's nothing any of us want to experience. So what happens? What's going to take place? I think what's going to happen is I think we're going to pull out of these tariffs sooner rather than later. Because these tariffs, the other day I saw the president go, oh, we're collecting $2 billion in tariffs a day. He was bragging about collecting taxes off of us, off of ourselves, because that's who we tax. We just taxed ourselves. So I love when the president stands up there and goes, yeah, we collected $2 billion from ourselves. We paid that. An American company, American shipper, the bringing in goods, paid that $2 billion. So you really want to walk around and brag about collecting money off ourselves. Make it make sense, because it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And now you have people across the country that are struggling. And how do you think the struggle is going to play out? How do you think this struggle is going to play out now that things are about to, over the next few weeks, get a lot more expensive? The store prices and stuff are about to go up, and we're going to start to visually see that. We're going to actually start to visually see some of these prices coming in from China, and it's going to be shocking. It's going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. But that's just so you know, that's where we're going. That's where things are headed. And it's not going to be pleasant for any of us. I promise you that. It's not going to be pleasant. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't go anywhere. More Drayway to come. All right, you knew I had to talk about it. You knew, we're at the end of the show. You knew I was going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about fitness. I'm going to talk about how well I am doing and how well I am feeling. I am going on these walks. I'm walking every day. The soreness is slowly starting to leave my legs. I'm starting to get used to it. My protein diet is going well. Eating all the vegetables I want guys, I can't tell you how great. I don't care whether you like peas, lima beans, green beans. Find a vegetable that you really like. And instead of snacking, either do apple slices or do that vegetable. Because sometimes I just slice up an apple in the morning and I put it in the refrigerator, because I know later at night I might want something to snack on. And if I'm going to snack on something, it's either a yogurt or apple slices. And that keeps me perfectly happy. And it's helping the weight come off. It's helping me feel better. It's helping me feel more fit. I'm sleeping easier. I'm taking my NMN from Ulu RX. If you're not taking your NMN from Ulu RX, look it up. Go to ulurx.com, ulurx.com. I think I have it listed here somewhere. Go to ulurx.com and get on NMN. As soon as you're on the proper fitness, the proper nutrition, and start walking. I am doing so. Did I show you my sneakers? They're my sneakers. Whoa! How you like my walking duds? My new walking duds. I now have 2 pairs of walking shoes. Yeah, I'm that bougie. I don't have 1 pair of walking shoes. I got 2 now. But walking, I cannot tell you guys. I know I sound like I'm on repeat, but just walking is just, and it ends up being therapeutic for me. I feel better. I feel better, just walking, clearing my head, listening to a little music. It's my time, and I love that I'm using that time to make myself feel better, because every single day is like another hurdle, another step. And every day I wake up, and I'm having more and more energy. And I want the same thing for you. I know you're sitting there right now going, really, dude? Really? Just walk. Just try it. You know, if you don't want to get into the whole food thing, that's up to you. I have found that the cleaner I eat, the better food I eat, the more energy I have. The more energy that I have, the happier I am. And it's all a circle. And it's just amazing how much you get done, how good you feel about the day. And I'm only saying this because I want you to feel the exact same thing. And I'm telling you, just a few corrections on your food and walking. That's it. Walking. If you do those two things, and I'll be doing a lot more videos about it, so just get used to it. Because I want you to feel as good as I do every day. Anyway, that's it for the day. Thanks for joining me on the Drayway. Do not forget, if you want me to send you the link on the Stash account, just say Drayton, send me a link, and I'll be more than happy to get you started on Stash. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget, there's a new Drayway each and every day, so I'll see you again here tomorrow, right here on the Drayway. Have a great day, everybody.